A study of Kenya's political and educational background cannot be complete without studying one Dr. Taita Towwet. But did you know that that is not his real name? He changed it, but I don't know when he changed it. But he was born as Elisha Kipyegon Towwet. His father was originally from North Mugirango. Now, I've never been to North Mugirango. I don't know whether at Mugirango their Kipsig is there. He started schooling at Chebagwen Primary School and later went to Government African School, Kabianga. In 1944, he joined Alliance High School in Form 1 and completed his coverage in 1947. That is when he went to Jean's School, which later was called Government Training Institute, and today is called Government School, the School of Government Kabete. So GTI Kabete, where he studied and graduated in 1949 as a social worker. 1949. He later, in 1949, went to Makerere University for a diploma course in sociology, English, literature, and history. That was in 1949. Then in 1950, he was posted to Kericho as a welfare officer. He was among the first people. That was in 1950. In 1953, he shortly worked with the Kenya Broadcasting Service, which later became known as Voice of Kenya, and it is now called KBC. That was in 1953. Then he went to Southern Devonshire Technical College, where he went there in 1955 for further studies. Then in 1960, that was 1955 to 61. Then later he went to University of South Africa, where in 1956, he went to Southern Devonshire Technical College in 1955. And then 1956, he joined the University of South Africa, where he got the first degree of Bachelor of Arts, 1956. He went back again. In 1959, he graduated with Bachelor of Arts Honors, 1959. Then he was made CDO in Nandi, that is Chief Development Officer in Nandi. That was 1957. And then later, he was among the 8. You remember, initially we had 8 members of the Legico. Legico is what today we call it National Assembly. But the first initial team of Legico were appointed. The first person to be appointed to the Legico was Oletomena, a drunk person from Ngong. And when Oletomena was removed because of ulevi, he was replaced by Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi under recommendations of Musalia Mudavadi's father. That one is in another tape. If you scroll down, you'll find that. But when elections were held, Rift Valley was divided into several parts, and Taita Arap Towwet was among the 8 elected members of the Legico, and he was representing Southern Rift, which was Kipsigis land and Maasai land. That is the time when he formed Kalenjin Political Alliance Party. But later on, 1960, when KADU was started, he folded his Kalenjin political alliance party and joined the KADU. He went to Lancaster conference. There are several Lancaster conferences over 3 years, and he attended all of them. In 1958, he was made minister for lands, and he is famous when there was a meeting in Belgood where Kipsigis were going around insisting that they should be given free land. For those who were there, because I was a few months old, I was not yet born in 1958, but for those who were there, Jaramogi used to go around Luo land and tell Luos that they are going to get land, free land, because the British did not buy that land but grabbed. So the land would be given back to Africans. And but when Kipsigis were asking Dr. Taita Towwet to be given free land, they said he told them at Belgood that the only free land that he knows is in Sahara. If they want land, they should go to Sahara to get free land. Otherwise, if they want to buy land, they can buy it from the Europeans. And that is why you find that in Kitale, we have Keringet, and such farms, which belongs to Kipsigis, who ganged up and in cooperatives and bought land. Taita Towwet later on continued with his education and went to Nairobi University, and that was in 1973, where he studied and got a master degree in arts in linguistics, as I've said, in 1973. And in 1977, he got his PhD in linguistics, and his field of study was the Kalenjin language. You have to note that when he got his PhD, he did it when he was the Minister for Education. Then in 1979, he lost his Buret seat. He had 4 wives and 32 children. He constructed a house where the roof was on the ground level, such that if you came from any direction, you could just stumble on the house. And the people used to tell him that he has built a house underground. And he said, no, where my house starts is where the ground is. And he used to describe his house as a house which was under the surface, not underground. He was known to have extensively studied the study of mice. He studied a lot about mice, and he wrote extensively about mice. Now, that is the interesting part about him, because this is somebody with a PhD in linguistics. Now, maneno ya mice, you'll tell me. But unfortunately, he had an accident on 8th October 2007 and died as a result. The fellow was so short, and I don't remember him putting on glasses, but he used to have his glasses pointing up. If you look at most of his pictures, he has his glasses on top of the forehead. I do not know how, but he used to like that. I think he made a trademark of that, and that, viewers, is what we can talk about Taita Towwet.